Before you dive into the comforts of your daily routine, stop and listen. What if everything you thought you knew about life was wrong? This isn't your typical self-help fluff. This is raw, unfiltered Stoic wisdom. Get ready to have your world turned upside down. The truth is, most of what you believe about happiness, success, and love is a lie. Society has sold you a fantasy, and you've bought it without question. It's time to wake up and face reality. Look around. People are more anxious, depressed, and disconnected than ever. We're drowning in material wealth but starving for meaning. We have more ways to communicate but fewer genuine connections. This isn't what life is supposed to be. An endless chase for fleeting pleasures and hollow achievements. It's time to strip away the illusions and confront some harsh, beautiful truths. These lessons are not for the faint-hearted. They will challenge your deepest beliefs and force you to rethink everything you know. Are you ready to embrace discomfort for growth, to lower your expectations, to cherish impermanent friendships, and to live boldly and intentionally? This journey will be uncomfortable, but discomfort is the first step towards growth. Open your mind, and let's begin. 1. Your comfort zone is your coffin. Life begins at the edge of your comfort zone. Imagine a place where dreams go to die, potential is buried alive, and the true essence of life slips through your fingers. That place is your comfort zone. We've been sold the idea that comfort is the ultimate goal. A life free from stress and challenge is ideal. But the brutal truth is that your comfort zone is your coffin. It's seductive, whispering sweet lies that you've earned the right to take it easy, avoid risks, and play it safe. But what it doesn't tell you is that it robs you of growth, progress, and life itself. Think about it. How many times have you settled for a mediocre job because it was safe? Stayed in a toxic relationship because it was familiar? Chose the easy path because the hard one scared you? Comfort breeds complacency. It's where you stagnate, missing out on experiences that shape you, build resilience, and reveal who you truly are. Look at the people who inspire you: athletes, artists, entrepreneurs, adventurers. They didn't get where they are by staying comfortable. They pushed their limits, embraced failure, and stepped into the unknown again and again. Comfort is a lie. It's the slow poison that kills ambition, the prison that keeps you from reaching your true potential. If you want to live a life of meaning, you must be willing to be uncomfortable. Take risks, face failure, endure pain. Start small. Take cold showers, speak up in meetings, approach someone you admire. Challenge yourself to learn a new skill, travel alone, do something every day that scares you. Remember, growth begins where your comfort zone ends. Each step out of your comfort zone is a step towards your true self, a life of purpose and fulfillment. Break free and start living. Your comfort zone is your coffin. Don't let it be your end. 2. Expectation is the root of misery. We all have expectations of ourselves, our friends, our careers, our lives. We expect our friends to always be there for us, our careers to soar, our relationships to fulfill us, and life to go according to our plans. But here's the harsh reality. Expectation is the root of misery. Think about the last time you were truly disappointed. Chances are, it stemmed from an unmet expectation. You expected something or someone to be a certain way, and when reality didn't match up, you felt hurt, angry, and disillusioned. Expectations create a gap between reality and our desires. This gap is where misery lives. High expectations set us up for failure because they create unrealistic standards that are often impossible to meet. When we cling to high expectations, we set ourselves up for a cycle of constant disappointment and frustration. The world owes us nothing, and the sooner we accept this, the sooner we can find peace. I learned this the hard way. For years, I expected my career to follow a certain trajectory. I had dreams and ambitions, and worked tirelessly to achieve them. But life had other plans. Promotions didn't come, opportunities slipped away, and I was left feeling bitter and defeated. It wasn't until I let go of my rigid expectations that I found true contentment. I learned to appreciate the journey rather than fixate on the destination. Let go of the need for control. Understand that life is unpredictable and often out of our hands. Lower your expectations of others and yourself. Embrace the present moment and find joy in the journey. By doing so, you free yourself from the constant cycle of disappointment and open yourself up to true happiness and peace. Remember, expectation is the root of misery. Release yourself from its grip and find contentment in the present. 3. Friends are not forever. Friendships, like all things, are impermanent. We've been told that friendships are eternal, that true friends stick by you through thick and thin. But here's the reality. Friends are not forever. People change, circumstances shift, and that's okay. Think back to your childhood friends, your high school buddies, or even your college mates. How many of them are still a part of your life? As we grow and evolve, so do our relationships. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just a part of life. We often place immense pressure on ourselves and our friends to maintain the same level of closeness throughout our lives. But this expectation is unrealistic and can lead to unnecessary heartache. People grow in different directions. Their priorities change, their interests diverge, and sometimes they simply outgrow the relationship. This doesn't mean the friendship was a failure. It means it served its purpose for the time it existed. I remember my best friend from college. We were inseparable, sharing dreams, fears, and countless late-night conversations. But as we entered the working world, our paths diverged. He moved to a different city, got married, and our lives became different stories. At first, I felt a deep sense of loss, as if a part of me was missing. But over time, I realized that our friendship had served its purpose. It was beautiful while it lasted, and its end didn't diminish its value. Cherish the moments you have with your friends now. Appreciate the connection, the laughter, and the shared experiences. Understand that it's natural for relationships to change and evolve. When a friendship fades, don't see it as a failure. Instead, recognize it as a chapter that has ended, making way for new connections and experiences. Focus on quality over quantity. It's better to have a few deep, meaningful relationships than to spread yourself thin trying to maintain many. And most importantly, be your own best friend. Cultivate a relationship with yourself that is nurturing and supportive, because you are the only constant in your life. Friends are not forever, and that's okay. Embrace the impermanence, celebrate the times you've had, and be open to new connections. Life is a series of comings and goings, and each person you meet adds to your journey. By accepting this truth, you free yourself from the pain of clinging and open your heart to the beauty of each moment, each connection. Let go and let life flow. 4. Sacrifice is essential for true fulfillment. We often hear about sacrifice in the context of hardship and loss, but what if I told you that sacrifice is the cornerstone of true fulfillment? Sacrifice isn't about giving up. It's about investing in something greater. It's about prioritizing long-term joy over short-term pleasure and meaningful achievements over fleeting moments. Think of it like planting a tree. You give up a seed today, but in return, you get shade, fruit, and beauty for years to come. Sacrifice is essential for true fulfillment. Every successful person you admire has made sacrifices. They've given up comfort for growth, leisure for hard work, and sometimes relationships for their dreams. Consider athletes who sacrifice their free time, endure grueling training, and push their bodies to the limit. Or artists who spend countless hours perfecting their craft, often facing rejection and uncertainty. These sacrifices are not losses but investments that yield immense rewards. I remember when I decided to pursue my dream of becoming a writer. It meant sacrificing financial stability, social outings, and sometimes sleep. There were days when I questioned if it was worth it. But as I saw my work resonate with people, the fulfillment I felt far outweighed the sacrifices I had made. It was a journey of growth, self-discovery, and immense satisfaction. Sacrifice teaches us patience, resilience, and the value of hard-earned success. It's a reminder that nothing worth having comes easy. It's the willingness to endure discomfort today for a better tomorrow. By embracing sacrifice, you align your actions with your deepest values and desires, leading to a life that is rich in purpose and meaning. So, what are you willing to sacrifice for your dreams? It might be time, comfort, or even relationships. But remember, these sacrifices are not losses. They are steps on the path to a fulfilling and meaningful life. Embrace them, for they are the key to unlocking your true potential and achieving lasting happiness. 5. Stop chasing love. Society has ingrained in us the idea that we must actively chase love, that it's a goal to be achieved. But here's the harsh truth. The more you chase love, the more elusive it becomes. Love is not something you find by searching. It finds you when you're busy living your best life. The constant pursuit of love often leads to disappointment, heartache, and a sense of inadequacy. Think about it. How many times have you lowered your standards, compromised your values, or pretended to be someone you're not in the hope of finding love? This desperate chase not only diminishes your self-worth, but also leads to relationships built on false premises. True love cannot be forced or manufactured. It happens naturally when you're genuinely happy and fulfilled on your own. I learned this lesson the hard way. I spent years chasing love, going on countless dates, and trying to fit into someone else's mold. It was exhausting and left me feeling empty. It wasn't until I stopped chasing love and focused on myself, my growth, my happiness, that I found a relationship that truly mattered. When you love yourself and invest in your own happiness, you radiate confidence and joy. This natural glow attracts people who appreciate you for who you are. So, how do you stop chasing love and start attracting it? Begin by loving yourself. Invest time in your personal growth. Pursue hobbies and passions that make you happy, and surround yourself with positive influences. Build a life that you love. When you're genuinely happy and fulfilled on your own, you naturally attract love into your life. Focus on building meaningful connections rather than chasing romantic prospects. Engage with people who share your interests and values, and let relationships develop organically. Remember, love is not a checklist or a goal to be achieved. It's a profound connection that grows over time, often when you're not actively seeking it. Live your life with passion and purpose, and love will find you in its own time. Stop chasing love. Start living, and let love come to you naturally. 6. The majority is often wrong. In a world driven by conformity, it's easy to believe that what the majority thinks must be right. But here's a controversial truth. The majority is often wrong. Just because most people believe something doesn't make it true. True wisdom comes from questioning popular opinions and thinking for yourself. History is filled with examples of the majority being disastrously wrong, from believing the earth was flat to supporting witch hunts and slavery. Popular opinion is not a reliable indicator of truth. Why do we follow the majority? It's often out of fear. Fear of being different, fear of standing alone, fear of ridicule. But true wisdom and progress come from challenging the status quo, thinking critically, and seeking the truth independently. Don't let the fear of standing out keep you from seeking the truth. Question popular beliefs and think for yourself. This is where true wisdom and authenticity lie. I learned this lesson early in life. Growing up, I often had doubts about what everyone else seemed to accept without hesitation. I was labeled as difficult or rebellious, but the more I questioned, the more I discovered that many accepted truths were just convenient lies or misconceptions. This journey of questioning led me to a more authentic and fulfilling life. So how do you apply this in your daily life? Start by educating yourself. Read widely from diverse sources, and don't accept things at face value. When faced with a popular opinion, ask yourself, does this make sense? Is there evidence to support this? Who benefits from this belief being widespread? Surround yourself with people who challenge you and encourage you to think critically. Engage in conversations with those who have different perspectives. It's through these interactions that we grow and refine our understanding. Be open to changing your mind when presented with new evidence. It's a sign of strength, not weakness. The majority is often wrong, but you don't have to be. Question, challenge, and think for yourself. This is the true path to wisdom. By seeking your own truth and thinking independently, you find a life that is rich in authenticity and depth. 7. Patience is power. In a world obsessed with instant gratification, patience is often undervalued. We want everything now: success, happiness, love. But the truth is, patience is power. True power lies in the ability to wait, endure, and persist. Patience allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom, leading to more meaningful and lasting achievements. Think about it. Trees don't grow overnight, rivers don't carve valleys in a day, and the most beautiful things in life take time to develop. We've been conditioned to believe that faster is better, and that waiting is a waste of time. But the greatest accomplishments often require patience. Whether it's building a successful career, nurturing a loving relationship, or achieving personal growth, patience is key. It teaches us to appreciate the journey, to learn from each step, and to grow through the process. Patience is not about passivity. It's an active, deliberate choice to stay the course, even when it's tough. I learned the power of patience through my own journey. There was a time when I wanted everything immediately. I wanted success in my career, fulfillment in my relationships, and clarity in my purpose. But every time I rushed, I stumbled. It wasn't until I embraced patience that I began to see real progress. I learned to trust the process and understand that true growth takes time. Patience became my strength, helping me to endure setbacks and keep moving forward. To cultivate patience in your life, start by setting realistic expectations. Understand that meaningful achievements require time and effort. Practice mindfulness and be present in the moment rather than constantly looking ahead. When faced with challenges, remind yourself that perseverance is key. Celebrate small victories and understand that setbacks are part of the journey. Patience with yourself is just as important as patience with external circumstances. Patience is a superpower in a world that demands instant results. It allows you to navigate life's challenges with resilience and focus. Embrace patience, and you'll find that you are more grounded, more centered, and ultimately more successful. Patience is not just waiting. It's enduring with purpose. It's the quiet strength that keeps you going when everything else tells you to give up. Embrace it and unlock your full potential. 8. Embrace uncertainty. Life is unpredictable, and trying to control every aspect of it is a recipe for frustration and disappointment. Embracing uncertainty means accepting that you cannot foresee every outcome, and that's okay. It's about finding comfort in the unknown and trusting that things will unfold as they should. When you embrace uncertainty, you open yourself up to new possibilities and experiences that you might otherwise miss out on. It's a mindset that allows you to navigate life's twists and turns with flexibility and resilience. Many of us spend a great deal of energy trying to control our lives, planning every detail and fearing the unknown. But the reality is, uncertainty is a natural part of life. It's what makes life exciting and full of potential. When you learn to embrace uncertainty, you shift your focus from fear to curiosity. You become open to new opportunities and ready to adapt to whatever comes your way. I used to be a control freak, always needing to know what was coming next. This constant need for control led to anxiety and stress. It wasn't until I learned to embrace uncertainty that I found peace and freedom. I started to see life as an adventure, full of unexpected surprises and opportunities. By letting go of the need to control everything, I became more adaptable and resilient, ready to face whatever challenges came my way. To embrace uncertainty, start by letting go of the need for control. Understand that it's okay not to have all the answers. Practice mindfulness and stay present in the moment. When faced with uncertainty, Shift your focus from what could go wrong to what could go right. Embrace change and see it as an opportunity for growth and learning. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage you to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. Embracing uncertainty doesn't mean you won't face challenges or setbacks. It means you'll be better equipped to handle them when they arise. It's about finding peace in the unknown and trusting that everything will work out in the end. Embrace uncertainty, and you'll find that life becomes more vibrant, exciting, and full of endless possibilities. It's a mindset that empowers you to live fully and authentically, without fear of the unknown. 9. Failure is a stepping stone to success. Failure is often seen as the end of the road, a sign that we're not good enough. But the truth is, failure is a stepping stone to success. It's an essential part of the journey, providing valuable lessons and opportunities for growth. Every successful person has faced failure, often many times over. It's how you respond to failure that determines your ultimate success. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it as a learning experience that brings you one step closer to your goals. Think of failure as a teacher. Each time you fail, you learn something new about yourself, your approach, and your goals. These lessons are invaluable and often cannot be learned any other way. Failure forces you to reassess, adapt, and improve. It builds resilience and determination, qualities that are essential for long-term success. Without failure, there is no growth. It's the setbacks and challenges that shape us into stronger, wiser individuals. I've experienced my fair share of failures. Each one felt like a setback at the time. But looking back, I see how they were necessary steps on my path to success. They taught me perseverance, humility, and the importance of continuous learning. Every failure was a chance to start again, more intelligently and more determined. Over time, I learned to see failure not as a defeat, but as a valuable part of the journey. To turn failure into a stepping stone, start by changing your mindset. See failure as an opportunity rather than a setback. Analyze what went wrong and what you can learn from it. Use these lessons to improve your approach and strategy. Stay persistent and don't let failure discourage you. Remember, every successful person has faced failure, often many times. It's a natural part of the journey to success. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Embrace it, learn from it, and use it to propel yourself forward. Each failure brings you closer to your goals, providing valuable insights and strengthening your resolve. Don't fear failure. Welcome it as a stepping stone to success. With the right mindset, every setback becomes an opportunity for growth and progress. Embrace failure, and you'll find that it's not the end of the road, but the beginning of a new and better path to success. 10. Take responsibility for your actions. Taking responsibility for your actions is a cornerstone of personal growth and integrity. It means owning up to your mistakes and decisions, rather than blaming others or external circumstances. This principle is about recognizing that you have control over your choices and their consequences, and it empowers you to learn and improve. When you take responsibility, you demonstrate accountability and build trust with others. It also fosters a sense of personal empowerment as you acknowledge your role in shaping your life. In a world where it's easy to point fingers and deflect blame, taking responsibility sets you apart. It shows maturity and self-awareness, qualities that are essential for personal and professional success. By accepting responsibility, you gain the power to change and influence your future. It's a mindset that encourages growth as you learn from your experiences and strive to do better. I remember a time when I made a significant mistake at work. My first instinct was to find excuses and blame others, but I realized that this would only damage my credibility and hinder my growth. Instead, I owned up to my mistake, apologized, and took steps to rectify the situation. This experience taught me the importance of responsibility and the respect it earns from others. It also helped me to improve my skills and prevent similar mistakes in the future. To embrace responsibility, start by acknowledging your role in any situation, whether positive or negative. Reflect on your actions and decisions, and consider their impact on yourself and others. When you make a mistake, admit it, apologize if necessary, and take steps to correct it. This approach not only builds your character, but also earns you respect and trust from those around you. Taking responsibility is not about self-blame or guilt. It's about empowerment and growth. It's about recognizing that you have the power to shape your life and influence your outcomes. By owning your actions, you become more resilient and proactive, ready to tackle challenges and seize opportunities. Embrace responsibility, and you'll find that it leads to greater self-confidence, better relationships, and a more fulfilling life. 11. Find beauty and meaning in everyday life. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to overlook the simple pleasures and beauty that surround us. Finding beauty and meaning in everyday life is about slowing down, being present, and appreciating the little things. It's about cultivating a mindset of gratitude and mindfulness, recognizing that even the most mundane moments can hold profound significance. This principle encourages us to find joy and fulfillment in the present, rather than constantly chasing future goals. Life is filled with small wonders that often go unnoticed. The warmth of the morning sun, the sound of birds chirping, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee. These are the moments that enrich our lives if we take the time to appreciate them. Finding beauty in everyday life is a practice that enhances our well-being, reduces stress, and fosters a deeper connection with the world around us. I once struggled with finding meaning in the daily grind. My days felt repetitive and uninspired, and I was constantly yearning for something more. It wasn't until I started practicing mindfulness and gratitude that I began to see the beauty in the ordinary. I started to savor my morning walks, enjoy simple conversations, and find joy in everyday tasks. This shift in perspective brought a profound sense of peace and contentment. To find beauty and meaning in everyday life, start by practicing mindfulness. Pay attention to your surroundings and engage your senses. Notice the colors, sounds, and smells that you encounter throughout your day. Cultivate gratitude by acknowledging the things you appreciate, no matter how small. Reflect on your daily experiences and find lessons or joys in them. This practice will help you to live more fully and appreciate the richness of each moment. Finding beauty and meaning in everyday life is a powerful way to enhance your well-being and happiness. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, fostering a sense of contentment and joy. By appreciating the small moments, you create a life that is rich and fulfilling, even amidst the daily routine. Embrace this principle, and you'll discover that life's greatest joys often lie in the simplest of moments. 12. Live with integrity. Living with integrity means aligning your actions with your values and principles. It's about being honest, trustworthy, and consistent in what you say and do. Integrity is the foundation of strong character and ethical behavior, and it fosters trust and respect from others. When you live with integrity, you create a life that is authentic and true to yourself, free from the burden of deceit and hypocrisy. Integrity is a guiding principle that influences every aspect of your life. It's about doing the right thing, even when no one is watching, and standing by your beliefs, even when it's challenging. Living with integrity requires courage and self-discipline, as it often means making difficult choices and standing up for what you believe in. But the rewards are immense: a clear conscience, genuine relationships, and a sense of inner peace. I learned the importance of integrity through personal experiences. There were times when I was tempted to take shortcuts or compromise my values for immediate gains. However, each time I chose integrity over convenience, I found that the long-term benefits far outweighed the short-term advantages. Living with integrity earned me the trust and respect of others, and it gave me a profound sense of self-respect and satisfaction. To live with integrity, start by defining your core values and principles. Reflect on what matters most to you and what you stand for. Make a commitment to uphold these values in all your actions and decisions. Be honest with yourself and others, and strive for consistency in your words and deeds. When faced with ethical dilemmas, choose the path that aligns with your values, even if it's the more difficult one. Living with integrity is not always easy, but it is incredibly rewarding. It builds a strong foundation for your character and creates a life that is true to your principles. Integrity fosters trust, respect, and genuine connections with others. It gives you the strength to face challenges with confidence and the peace of knowing that you are living authentically. Embrace integrity, and you'll find that it leads to a life of purpose, honor, and fulfillment. In this journey of embracing life's harsh truths, we've explored the importance of taking responsibility for your actions, finding beauty and meaning in everyday life, and living with integrity. These principles guide us towards personal growth, fulfillment, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. By applying these lessons, we create a life of authenticity, joy, and resilience. Remember, the path to wisdom and happiness lies in the small, everyday choices we make. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights and inspiration.